wait for May 15th to see what that is going to look like because, honest to God, in my mind, I have a number in my head of wins that when I just look at the Texans team and I look at the schedule, I have a number in my head of wins.
Oh, when are we going to talk about that?
But I do feel like the way the schedule is set up could completely change.
Yeah, it matters, right?
You know what I mean? Like in my head, I could see I have a number, but I wonder what it looks like. Because I had a number last year, and I think it went up a game once I saw the way the schedule was set up. I thought they had a favorable schedule the way it was set up. But we'll see what that is and how the schedule is grouped. We do know what games there will be, and they got a lot of games on this schedule that you can get yourself good and excited about. Good, and I'm about to get ready for this release so I can be in the building for this game.
You're getting me football horny, as Clint would say.
There you go, PC. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe he might have left that out. Maybe he does have the way that Patrick just said that. He may be somebody who have left, a little porno.
Left his old computer on the hub.
Yeah. But Clint, I think there's one way many people here think I may go on what game that I am most excited to see, and there are a lot. But I want to experience for the first time what Texans Cowboy Week is, and not just Texans Cowboy Week, but now it's Texans Cowboy Week, where I think both teams are good football teams.
Yeah.
And both teams matter, and it seems like it is hard to believe wherever the game is on the schedule that game won't have huge implications when it comes to postseason.
Yeah.
And I feel like here at the station, we're probably going to do something big for that.
We should.
And I am that's the one I'm looking for. I want to see what Houston looks like going up against Dallas with an important game with a team that they feel could really go somewhere.
Well, this has got real legs because it's not driven by Dallas. The stuff that's driven by Dallas or the hate for Dallas, I just don't know that would ever be as powerful as I've heard Texans fans. I've seen it on social media. Hell, I think I've even heard C.J. Stroud say it. In some of his back and forth with Micah Parsons. Who is the best team in Texas? I think that's debatable right now. Who is the best quarterback in Texas? I think it's C.J. Stroud, right? And so you look at those things being realities. It's not driven by hate. It's driven by the reality of today. The truth of the matter is the Texans were a better football team last year. Truth of the matter is we've got a quarterback down here in Houston for 4 more years on a rookie deal while you're up there paying $50-some-odd million to a guy that's won 2 playoff games. It's driven by the reality of Houston potentially being a better football team. Not because I said it or somebody on the road said it, but because of what happened, what took place on the field last year. And so I think that really puts the Dallas fan base and Dallas folks in general between a rock and a hard place. Because there ain't nothing you can say about it. All you can do is look forward to that game. All you can do is hope your team, the Dallas Cowboys, end up beating the Texans so that you can say, see, y'all ain't never going to be on this level. And so with that said, I just think it's got real legs to be a big time matchup, not just here, but nationally.
No, it'd be a big game. Yeah,
the Lone Star rivalry, the who's the best team in Texas, that will be a huge
you got the
story.
quarterback. The quarterbacks are like however people feel about Dak. This is a guy who finished second in the MVP race last year and is one of the most talked about quarterbacks in the game. A lot of it had to do because of who he plays for, but one of the most polarizing players in the game, Dak Prescott.
Well, and you can argue, Ron, too. Think about it. You can argue that he took CJ's place. I mean, midway through the year, CJ was in the running for rookie. I mean, for MVP. I mean, he was in that conversation.
Is that your
remember,
game?
Dak took over and had a hell of a run late in the season when CJ Stroud got injured and kind of, you know what I mean? You can argue that Dak ended up taking CJ's place, and CJ was the earlier in the season was better than Dak. So I don't know that dynamic.
Is that the one for you? Is that the one that you look forward to the most?
Yeah, the potential of Cowboys. The potential of Cowboys on Texans Cowboys on Thanksgiving. I'll add that wrinkle in there. Would be tremendous.
All right, I see some people texting in there.